Hello and welcome to this semi-serious post from Fluid Web Works. Today I have to talk to you about the EU Cookie Directive, which will come into play on the 26th of May this year. It's already May, so we haven't got long, and the deadline is there. You need to comply with them by the 26th of May. What the EU Cookie Directive is requiring is that for any website that serves cookies needs to get permission from the visitor before implementing those cookies on that particular visit. If you don't know what a cookie is, it's a little bit of code that is usually used to track a visitor's activities and then display the website differently depending upon what they do. It's part of what makes a website dynamic all of the time. An example of some tracking software that uses cookies is Google Analytics, which I've done a couple of posts on already. If you haven't seen them, go and have a look. But it's great tracking software that provides you with intelligent data that helps you to improve your website and the user experience. And generally, cookies do help to improve the user experience. However, it's still tracking what somebody's doing, so you can understand why there might be privacy issues there and why this is coming into play. So anyway, I use WordPress, love WordPress, and I've tested a couple of plugins that help to automate. You can just add it and it asks to be allowed to serve cookies to a visitor. So I'm going to take you through the steps to add that plugin yourself and what you need to do in order to be ready, as well as providing you with a couple of links that show you where you can get extra information. These are people who are experts on this directive and they can really help you to sort of unravel it all and understand it properly. So let's go. So I've already implemented this plugin on Fluid Web Works, so I'm going to show you how to do it using Everything for Redheads as an example instead. You see that what I've done is navigated to my website here, and I'm going to quickly demonstrate to you with Mozilla Firefox, because I do actually use this more for anything to do with web development, how you know what cookies are going on. So if you right click on the page and then go to View Page Info, then you can see a lot of information here. You won't see all those tabs in the previous one, but you will see that. View Page Info. If you go to Security and then View Cookies, then you can see that I'm serving all of these cookies that are going on here. And a lot of them are just to do with ones that WordPress automatically serves as part of the software. Hello bar is this little orange thing that I've got going on at the top here. There should be some Google Analytics in here eventually, but possibly not immediately. So those are examples of everything that I've got going on. If I wanted to, I could remove all those cookies. If somebody wants to manage permissions, then what they can do is go to permissions here, and they could block cookies if they wanted, or allow cookies, or do whatever. So if you don't like cookies and you want to block them, then that's how you would do it on a particular website. So I'm already logged in, and what we're going to do is go ahead and add the plugin. What we're adding is this one from WordPress, which is EU Cookie Directive, which you can download directly if you want to, or you could do it through the WordPress system. So I want to go into my dashboard. Okay, we're logged in and we want to go to add new plugin. I have actually already downloaded it to my desktop, so I'm going to upload it instead of going through searching it, so it's up to you. I'm going to provide the link to this as well so you can download it. I've already downloaded the file, so I'm going to go to upload and browse to my desktop, which is where I've put it. I think it's called EU Cookie Directive. Right, open it up and install now. So that's quite straightforward. The reason why I particularly like this is because it gives you quite a bit of information about the cookies that you're serving, so you can sort of copy and paste that into your privacy policy, which will be the next step. Okay, so I'm just adding that now. Okay, it's just uploaded, so if I then activate the plugin, then we're ready to go. Okay, all installed, and now we want to go to settings, and it's EU Cookie Directive here. Right, and here we have the options. So what we've got here is a message that's shown at the top. This is quite long and not that snappy, so you probably want to change it to something a bit more to the point. And it also provides a link to your privacy policy, which is where you should list all the cookies that you've got going on. This is where the previous step is helpful, because you have got information there about what cookies are being served. So it's automatically gone and had a look at what I'm serving up. You can see these are all Google Analytics cookies that are in here, and I can add a description if I want. Now, what I did notice, I'm going to open thing is there are more cookies, I think, than are actually listed here. So if there are, then what you can do is to find out the details and then add it there. So what I'm going to do, what I've done is navigated back over to my website on another tab, and you can see that this is already what it's showing. We use cookies to help us offer you the smartest service at the sharp end of the web. Again, you might want to change that. This is what's being shown at the moment. Now, I noticed that there were some cookies that weren't being shown, so I'm going to right click on it, go to view page info and have a look at the cookies that I've got. So security, then view cookies. Some of them are not showing, so actually the WordPress ones, session ID. What you can do is go through all of them, see what is there. Hello bar current, I don't think is showing, so what I'm going to do is to click on it, then I can highlight this, copy it, so I just did Control-C, or you can do that. Then I'm going to go back over here and then paste that in there, and it's up to me if I then go and provide much more of a description. Hello bar. So if I then change that setting, then that is added to the cookies that I've got on the website. Add all of them, and then what I would do is actually copy all that information and paste it into your privacy policy page in a minute. I'm just going to quickly make this a bit quicker, a bit sharper, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so what I've done now is just made it a bit shorter, and I've also added a link to my privacy policy within the href equals, and then it's in between these two speech marks that you want to add the page. So it's everything for ededs/about. Once I've saved that, then it will be different on the other page, so I'm going to go back. Okay, you can see that this is updated. This website performs better with cookies, but you need to give us permission first. To find out more about the cookies we use, see our privacy policy, and then there's a link to accept cookies from the site. So if I click on the privacy policy, what we're going to need to do is to update it with the information on the cookies that we use. So what you can do, once you've created a full list and added it, is come back to this tab here and just copy this table, and you want to paste it in but remove those extra tabs. So I'm just going to copy this, copy, I'm going to edit the page, and then I'll paste that in. Okay, so I've updated my privacy policy now, and if I scroll down to the bottom, you can actually see where I've provided, I just copied and pasted the information from that table and just removed the end column. So we've got each of the extra cookies that I've noticed that are in there, and then we've got information. I've added a short description as well, so that if anyone wants to see that, then they can do. So that's it. If cookies are very, very important for your website functioning, then what you might want to do is actually to stop people as they're entering the website, have a pop-up and just require that they have to provide you with permission before they can go any further. However, of course, it could just be that they leave your website, and some people have got very negative feelings about pop-ups, so that's a possibility as well. This is sort of a softer way of doing, but what you might want to do is to add a pop-up instead when people enter, and I'll provide some links to plugins that do that as well. We'll see how it goes. I think this is a new, this will be new, and we'll see other websites having to conform to it, websites that we're used to, and we'll see how things go. So I hope you find it useful. If you have any challenges, any problems, anything to add to this, then please comment in the post below. And if you find this useful or anything that anybody else would do, please remember to like and share it with all you people. If you want to see more posts like this in the future, then go ahead and check out Fluid Web Works and have a look at the Momentum newsletter and sign up for future updates. That's all from me. Thank you. See you next time.